Japan Mobility Show. Here I'm at the Toyota booth. You can see all these amazing iterations of the Koyabako van. That one, that's like a rolling medical clinic. This one's like a utility worker van. And then they have different sizes of them. Cargo, but like it's just amazing. When I saw it 2 years ago at Japan Mobility Show, I didn't imagine that they would have a full lineup of different van variations. But as much as I love vans, I also love luxury. And we have the Toyota Century booth right here. It was so busy yesterday, I didn't get a chance to make my way into the Toyota Century. So what we have on the right is the sedan version. And that actually might be the GR Sport. There's two GR Toyota Centuries, and they're both owned by Akio Toyota, the chairman and grandson of the founder of Toyota. But Century is going to be in the United States before we know it. And they're going to be offering these vehicles for sale through Lexus dealerships. This isn't confirmed by Toyota, but I have been speaking with people who know the matter quite closely. All right, and so we'll have this new Century brand that slots above Lexus. And that gives Lexus more freedom, and I'll cover Lexus more in a different video. All right, so we have customizable Bentley Bentayga-like competitors on the SUV end. I previewed this 2 years ago at the Japan Mobility Show. It has a plug-in hybrid that we've seen in the TX 550H Plus, but think $150,000, $200,000 starting point of the SUV. I don't know if we'll see Century sedan in the US. It is, if I remember right, it has the 5-liter hybrid, 5-liter V8 hybrid that LS 600HL had. All right, and then we have the old Century back here, which had the V12, essentially two inline six, two JZs put together side by side for the original Century. All right, but up here, this is the newcomer. This is the new Century Coupe. You can see the doors open out and slide forward and back. On the back side of the Century, very clean looking design back here, no exhaust tips. I would have to imagine that this Century would be fully battery electric. Now, Century is traditionally a fully black car, but we know they kind of changed that trend with the new Century SUV. You can get it in many different colors. And that's going to be the same for this Century Coupe behind me. What are some things that could change with production? Well, for sure, we would see some glass in the back. Now, you see some Polestar models that don't have glass in the back, they just have cameras. So I guess it's a possibility, but more than likely we would see glass in the back. We would see side mirrors as well, and expect this model to eventually come to the United States as well. Now, I don't have wheel sizes. This looks like 24 to 26 inch wheels. The ride height is super, super high. It's not a traditional coupe. Akio Toyota showed this yesterday in the press briefing for Century, and it's about as tall as him. All right, so I would say he's maybe around 5'2", would be just my guess. So it's just really, really high off the ground for a coupe. You can see the ground clearance. So it's kind of a minivan coupe crossover sort of vehicle in the silhouette of what a traditional coupe would look like. There are a lot of details here with these split doors. Okay, you have a running board that pops out. You look at the quality of carpet and materials on the inside. All right, and then you see the laser beams bisecting the cabin. I've never seen that in a car before. That's fantastic. You even see the seat being able to swivel out, which makes it easier for the passenger to slot in. And Century is a very chauffeur-focused vehicle. That's why you're seeing this sort of a luxury accommodating the passenger on this side. Now, on the other side is a completely different dynamic. You can see that aggressive steering yoke, fighter pilot style, and the seat looks very sport-focused. And that's going to allow for more spirited driving from the driver's perspective. So this vehicle is going to be for, they say, one of one. This is, like I said, way above Lexus. A vehicle like this would be easily $200,000, but you would have your option of being able to drive it yourself and drive it aggressively, and I'm sure it'd have ride height control, adaptive dampers, but you could also have a chauffeur driver and then relax in the seat. Potentially fully lay down with this sort of long canopy that we have in the back as well. And just like the Century SUV, we have a very similar, what I call spindle body-like grille. And we got that term from Lexus a couple years ago when the RX debuted with this recent generation, with the grille kind of filled out and then it fades into a more breathable sort of design. But you have those hexagon honeycomb-like pattern that kind of cascades and gets bigger, so the details there. And then you have the handmade metal phoenix. All right, so the phoenix has always been the symbol of Century, and it is its own logo. And that logo has been trademarked in the United States. The Century naming in cursive has been trademarked in the United States, and further evidence that this brand is going to be making it stateside, and not only there but globally. You know, the Century SUV, I believe, is also on sale in China at the moment, but those markets are going to continue to expand. So this can be a true halo brand for Toyota, way above Lexus, competing directly with Bentley, maybe a Rolls-Royce. But the design details around the daytime running lights is just fantastic. Even the lacy grille inside of the intakes on the side, all right, and then on top of the hood, I like how it's broken up with some hood vents in there, probably for aerodynamics, as this is more likely a fully BEV. All right, and you can see even on the inside we have kind of spa relaxed lighting over the rear headliner, and that glass, this glass windshield goes pretty much all the way back to behind the heads of the passengers on the inside. This coupe is absolutely enormous, but when you're aiming to take down Rolls-Royce and Bentley, all right, those vehicles are also massive and very stately. This looks very, very opulent. It looks very rich, really high end, and absolutely needs to be. All right. So a little bit more about this. If Lexus does end up selling it, which I'm 100% sure they are, all right, so you would go to a Lexus dealer and they would have a boutique, and they have to sign, the Lexus dealer has to sign up to be able and qualify to be able to carry these Century models. Okay, and so if they're a qualified Century Lexus dealer, you would have your own boutique staff to help you with the purchasing of this car, okay, and the servicing of this car, etc. All right, so it would be far above the customer service that even Lexus is renowned for, and it is going to come. So I appreciate you guys watching this video, and let me know if you guys like the idea of Toyota Century in the United States. Do you want the coupe? Do you want the SUV? Do you want the sedan? I think there's a good chance we'll have most of the Century models available to us at a very, very low volume for that 1% of the 1% here in, well, here in Japan, but also in the United States. Signing out from the Toyota Century booth. Long live the Century brand, and it's exciting that Akio Toyota's vision of having the highest luxury come to life and to be more available to the world. The pride of Japan, Toyota Century, it's coming.